God, who was the number 2 pick?
Come on, you know it.
So Bagley was the second pick.
That's crazy. This dude is a genius. What up, y'all? Welcome back to Easy Layup. I'm your host, Dad Shot That, and joining me is
Adam Kester. What up? What's going on, man?
What it do? This is episode 2, and we gonna get right into it. So, Adam, the NBA draft was on June 22nd, and it was a doozy. I definitely want to talk about some things, but I want to hear your take first. Like, what are your thoughts?
Okay, look, my first thought, we can go right past Wembanyama on the first pick. We all knew that was going to happen, right? But number 2 pick, there was actually some debate, and I actually thought the Hornets were going to draft Scoot Henderson, but they go with Brandon Miller, who also, totally deserves to be picked there. But I got to say, it brings up like this age-old dilemma, right, of drafting for fit versus the talent. And I feel like a lot of people thought Scoot was a better player than Brandon Miller. But the whole thing with the Hornets is that they got LaMelo Ball at point, Scoot's a point guard. Maybe that was their internal conflict, so they go with Brandon Miller. But I just don't know if it was the right move. Like, I don't know. What do you think about what the Hornets should have done or what they did do?
I feel like generally in the draft, like, even if you don't necessarily need a certain player, like, you don't want anyone else to get them. So Brandon Miller was kind of that guy where it's like, yeah, he was in the news for a myriad of things, but it's like, do we let him drop because of that? Because people feel a certain way? Because this kid is nice, I didn't watch like all of his games, so I'm not like an avid college basketball watcher, but from the stuff that I saw, I'm like, yeah, I would take the 6'9" guy that can do pretty much anything on the court. And it's like a microwave scorer, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't blame him. You knew Victor was gone, and he seemed to be like the second best option. Now, for Scoot, though, I feel like he is very good. I'm curious to see what the Blazers are going to do with Dame. Blazers are just like not admitting that he could potentially leave the franchise. Dame doesn't want to be the fall guy by saying he wants to stay. You know what I mean? So, but to me, like with Scoot, it signals like you're bringing in a new guard. You know what I mean? So they might be on the move. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking the same thing. Like, I thought maybe even a draft day trade might go down. Like, I'm sure a lot of teams were calling, especially if just like Scoot Henderson sitting there. Because, like I was saying, like a lot of people really, really rate Scoot highly and think he's going to be like a real star. So I was a little surprised the last couple of days. I thought maybe someone might trade up. But I was actually thinking on this a bit. I was like, it's actually happened before where someone's drafted a top prospect. Then like a month or two later, they traded them. Like I was thinking about, it was Andrew Wiggins was the one when the Cavs drafted him, played in summer league and stuff, and then was traded for Kevin Love way back in the day. So
I forgot about that.
I know, me too. It was crazy. I was reading that. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Like they actually had Wiggins for a bit and then traded him later. So it could happen. And it's one of those things, like you were saying, man. It's like, I think they're pretty committed to, Dame's in his prime. Let's build around him. Scoot's a great player. It'd be sick to see Dame even like mentor him a bit. But I feel like you could get a big haul for Scoot.
I think so too. I don't know what the Blazers are going to end up doing, and I definitely don't care about what the Charlotte Hornets are doing, but this will be very interesting to see how things kind of unfold, I think something I am excited about, though, is some friends of mine got drafted, people I used to work with, the Thompson twins. Amen Thompson went to the Houston Rockets, and Ausar Thompson went to the Detroit Pistons at pick number 5. Before I say anything, because I'm super excited, what do you think about that? What do you think about the twins?
Well, one, I thought it was so dope, and I'm not going to, pretend to be an expert draft analyst or anything, but I don't know. It's crazy that both of them are like this wildly athletic. I mean, I guess on the other hand, they're twins, so they're both should be a similar level of athletes, but like, yeah, man, when they were rolling some of that tape of them, like, I mean, they look like they have star potential, and I don't know, they seem like really dope guys, like, pretty soft-spoken, at least from what I've seen. And is it true? Correct me wrong. The twin that got drafted first was also born a minute before the other one.
Yes. Yeah. Amen was born a minute before Ausar, and it's just like the way things lined up. Like everything just played out perfectly. You know what I mean? And it surprised me though, because mock drafts before had Ausar going like later, like in the 8 to 10 range, but for them to go back to back, I'm like, that's just amazing. And even as a parent, I'm like, what are you thinking if both of your sons just go back to back? You know what I mean?
It's unbelievable, man. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. Like, another thing I was like trying to remember. I was like, all right, I remember like the Morris twins, but they were like, I think kind of later lottery, separated by a few picks. But to go 4 and 5 is wild, man. It's crazy.
First time in history. So I guess to like get you up to speed on who they are, I've spent a considerable amount of time with them, and like they are some of the hardest working kids I've ever met. That recipe of athleticism and strength, IQ, stick-to-itiveness, like I think that's just a great recipe for success. Now, I've said this before, and I'll stand on this. Like, I don't know if they will become like 25 point per game perennial all-star type players, but at a minimum, I know for a fact, and I might get shot for saying this, that they're going to be like elite in whatever role that they assume, particularly because they are defensive minded first, and that keeps you on the floor. You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like once they earn their keep on the floor, playing defense, getting stops and stuff like that, like everything else is just going to translate. So
yeah, I feel like also both of them kind of fell into great situations. I mean, like the Rockets and Pistons are not the best teams, but in terms of like, you know, the guys on the team of what you're saying, like they can play like a great supporting role. Like the Rockets got, you know, like Jalen Green and Jabari Smith, and then, you know, you can kind of slide in and be like a glue guy there, and then the Pistons have Cade and then Jaden Ivey, so it's kind of the same thing in Detroit, right? Like just be the complementary
and
starter.
Wiseman.
Yeah, man, I'm saying there's a lot of young players on those
about
teams.
That.
Yeah, they loaded up on some young players in Detroit.
Yeah, so I mean they're great. Shout out OTE. 2 other players, Jalen Martin and Jazion Gortman, signed 2-way contracts after the draft. Jazion is a fiery Terry Rozier kind of guard. He's going to the Bucks, playing for their G League team, and Jalen Martin got signed with the Knicks. So it's just really cool to see. Yeah, I got to give you a scouting report on him,
please.
But it's really cool to see like all their hard work pay off, and those are also the 4 that played in the I don't know if you watched TBT, but they played in the TBT tournament as well. So to see them finally get their pro shot, it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, cool to see, like, you know, even guys getting these opportunities going undrafted. I know Marquise Noel too, Mr. New York City. He also signed with the Raptors, went undrafted, but makes me hype for summer league, man, to see how it goes down.
Let's get into some tweets. What you got? What you seen in the Twitterverse?
So this first tweet right here, you know, I've actually seen this image before at some point, but it says Victor Wembanyama looking like 2 kids sneaking into the movies. And if you saw his draft suit, man, like, it honestly from certain angles looks like that, and we've run it into the ground, right, of how big Obi is. One of our boys at Whistle made an amazing video of objects looking tiny in Wemby's hands, like baseballs, baseball bats. So we've talked about this nonstop, but it really is. It's just a reminder when I see some of these videos. Like, I've seen it a million times, but then seeing him walking in the draft, looking at him like next to other players, like analysts that are there that are like 5'11" even. Like, it's just a reminder that I get that the pressure is probably so much for this guy right now, but I feel like we've truly never seen anything quite like him on a basketball court. Like, just being that size, but then also being this kind of agile ball handler, you know, off the dribble shooter. So I'm just adding to the hype a little bit here, but it is like comical how large this guy is.
The common fear is like anybody who's over 7 feet and that slim that gets drafted to a team, like people give them like a short window to kind of see any success in the NBA just because of injuries and stuff like that. But I think from what I read and videos I've seen, like he takes care of his body and has like a unique training approach and stuff like that. So I feel like that mixed with the great organization that he's with, I feel like we might see him play for a long time, because like you said, like the stuff that he's doing is just amazing. Like one clip that stuck out, he shot like a step back 3-pointer, got his rebound and dunked the ball in, like all in one fluid motion. And I'm like, at 7'5", you being able to 1, pull up and step back like that, but 2, grab the rebound before it even touches anything else and dunking it, like, if that's what you doing on a nightly basis, like, sign me up. I'm getting league pass. For me, on Twitter, my tweet isn't anything like amazing. It was just Bleacher Report tweeting about Gradey Dick getting drafted, but I'm just more enamored with his outfit. What did you think? What did you think of his draft day fit here?
Yo, I was dying because I was watching it with some friends. I forgot the exact designers, but they're just like, yo, Gradey Dick, like, what are you wearing? It was like Monica McNutt, like right after he got drafted.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
some like Ferragamo and some Christian. And that was it.
Yeah,
like,
he did say.
It's like, yo,
It's casual.
bro. I honestly, the more he was talking, I was saying, like, I don't know, the more I'm into him. Like, we did, one video even too, was talking about how he has all these kind of like eccentric little hobbies and like quirks about him. Like he likes going on these like goofy photo shoots, and he wears like Scooby-Doo shirts all the time. And this fit was obviously loud. Like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of team Gradey Dick right now. Like, I think he also, went to a good spot too. I mean, I think he's gonna succeed, but yeah, man, the fit grew on me for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's one of the best shooters in the draft, right behind Jordan Hawkins. And also, the fit is great. He said to Monica that I think the red sequin was a nod to Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz because they were in Kansas. So I was like, I mean, I see what you're doing there, man. Like, would I have worn something like that? Probably not. But, kids these days like following people who are completely themselves. So I'm sure he'll have an army of fans as he goes throughout his rookie contract.
For sure.
This is probably one of my favorite parts of the show when we ask each other a little bit of trivia. I think I want to answer questions first, Adam. So what you got for me?
All right, bro. We're gonna go back a couple of years, okay, to an all rookie team. I want you to name the all rookie first team from the 2021 season. So just a couple years ago.
All right. So that's Anthony Edwards.
Yep. He's on the team.
Who was the second pick in that draft?
The second pick was not on this team.
Was that John Morant's draft or is he 2020?
Ja was the year before.
He was the year before.
Number 3 pick is on this team, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some clues, man. I have no idea.
He plays for an organization that we have been slandering all podcast.
LaMelo?
Yeah, LaMelo.
Yeah, LaMelo was on that team.
Another one's a really, I want to say, made the All-Star team this year. Point guard.
Made the All-Star team this year.
Yeah, he's nice. And he's actually not even on the team that drafted him, even though this was like 3 years ago.
Shea?
No, it's a good guess though. He's tall for point guard too.
A guard from the East Coast. It's not on this team anymore. Drafted in 2021.
He's in the East now.
In the East now.
Yeah.
He got drafted
in the West.
In the West.
Yeah.
Tyrese.
Yeah, Halliburton.
Yeah, from the Kings to the Pacers.
Crazy, man.
It's good. Okay, that's 3.
And now they're only gonna get harder. This other one, I actually think he's on the Hawks now. He's a wing, but he was on the Pistons. He's also Villanova. Like, he was nice at Villanova.
Sadiq?
Yeah, nice, bro. Sadiq Bey.
Yeah,
all rookie first team.
He's very good. Okay. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, I know. And this other one, he's on the Rockets. He was older. Like, he was an old rookie.
On the Rockets.
And he's not, like, a star player by any means.
Was it Kenyon?
No, it's a good guess. It's actually crazy he was all rookie first team.
He's still on the Rockets?
Yeah, he played last year. I think he was hurt for a bit, but he's somewhere in the Rockets.
It's not Jalen Green, was it?
No. You know what? He's actually undrafted. I was going to say he was like a second-round pick. He was
undrafted?
And he made all-rookie first team. But he's old, too. This is a weird player, man. Kind of forgot his existence.
Jay-Sean?
Yeah, Jay-Sean Tate.
Yeah, that's what I see him, but I just forgot his name. That's crazy. He was first team?
Crazy, right, man? All right, what do you got for me?
All right. So, my question to you is, who were the second picks for the last 3 NBA drafts? The second picks.
Okay, the second picks. So,
yes.
We counting this one, Brandon Miller? We're going back another year.
I guess the draft did
I'll
happen.
do 4. I'll do 4 drafts. Good.
Sure. Okay, go ahead.
Brandon Miller.
Yep.
Chet. I know Chet was last year.
Wow. That's good. Moving quick.
Wait, I feel like thinking of the first pick would help. So it was Paolo last year. First pick the year before. Oh, I got it. Jalen Green.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Year before that.
Year before Jalen Green. So that is Anthony Edwards draft, and it's James Wiseman.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That is impressive.
Yeah, man. Saying Wiseman, people
That
forget
is
about it.
impressive.
'Cause it's like LaMelo went third, Ant went first, Wiseman kind of sandwiched in the middle. But
Yeah.
he could still be nice for Detroit. We'll see.
Well, shoot, this has been your best one yet, but
By
let's see if
far.
you can get like some bonus. Let's do the
Okay.
the two before that. Two more.
Oh my God. All right.
Come on.
Well,
You can
only
do it.
because we were talking about drafts earlier. I mean, this one's on top of mind, so I know Zion's the year before, which means Ja was the next
Yep.
number
That's
2.
good. Okay.
Now-
Before that.
Now, the year before Zion's draft. Okay, wait. I don't know. Is it DeAndre Ayton's draft?
Yep.
Oh my God, who was the number 2 pick? Wait,
Come on.
wait.
You know it.
Oh,
You know
wait.
it.
Luka
Come
3. So Bagley was the second pick.
That's crazy.
go,
This
let's
dude is
go.
a genius. That's amazing. That was good. You get the crown this week, bro.
Let's go. I've been waiting for this for so long.
Let's rank the young core: the Houston Rockets, the Charlotte Hornets, the Portland Trail Blazers, Orlando Magic.
For me,
Magic is definitely number 1.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like Paolo, I mean, he's probably the best player on these teams, right? Young player. So, yeah, I'm going with the Magic. Number 2. Yo, honestly, maybe the Blazers. Now that they got Scoot, like, think about Scoot, Anthony Simons, Shaden Sharp. Like, that's kind of a squad.
I have a rebuttal. I think Houston could potentially be number 2, and the tipping point is Şengün. Whitmore, Amen, Jabari, Şengün, and Jalen Green. Like that's solid.
You know the Twins. You don't mean that.
That's
Stop
a lot of
lying.
pieces.
No. Come on. I know one of the Twins for sure. But like Şengün, I think he takes that young core to the next level because he's nice, and the league know he's nice too. So I'm putting him at number 2. I hope you guys can agree.
All right, you convinced me. I'm down. Put the Rockets too.
All right. So who 3 and 4? Hornets
All right, bet.
or the Blazers?
I mean, we know who's 4, so
Yeah, the Hornets are 4. They're 5 if there's a 5.
so process of elimination. Blazers number 3, and they're not as young as I thought, but you know, Scoot is gonna be a force, and him and Anthony are probably gonna be pretty nice.
How many points per game will this rookie average? Victor Wembanyama.
19.
All right, I'll say 20. I'll do the big number, 20.
I like that. 19.5. Amen Thompson.
I'll give him like 13 points per game.
I'm gonna go even lower. I'm gonna say 11. Just as a rookie, he'll grow.
Okay. Brandon Miller.
I'll say 14.
That's probably the number I was exactly gonna say. So we
It
can
seems
keep
right.
there.
I can envision it on Basketball Reference. Brandon Miller, 14 points per game.
Took him at number 2. He better average 14. All right. Scoot Henderson.
I think he's an 18er, bro.
Yo, I was gonna say 18.
Yeah.
Let's
I think
go.
he can get there.
It's bold. I like it.
The minutes got to be there, but W list overall. All right, next up. What teams do you want to see Damian Lillard on? The Los Angeles Clippers, the Boston Celtics, Philadelphia 76ers, or the Miami Heat?
No one cares about the Clippers, so let's just extend.
Agreed.
Celtics. I don't really care about them either. So
It's hard to see him in the Celtics uniform. It just looks
yeah,
gross.
it doesn't make sense to me.
I'm dead.
All right, I hate saying this, but honestly, the Miami Heat. Like, I don't know, just him with Jimmy Butler, like Pat Riley's system. I feel like they'd mesh those personalities well. And I have no idea what the Heat would trade, TBH. Like Tyler Hero and every draft pick they have, maybe, but be kind of sick, right?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of disagree. I'd probably pick the 76ers, so we're going to have to split here. I'd be curious to see him play with Joel Embiid and see how that duo can be dominant, since both of them are like the top of their position. You know what I mean? So 76ers for me, and I guess Adam will stick with the Heat.
Generational All-Star, borderline star, and bust. Who is it? Victor Wembanyama.
Generational. Come on, what
Yeah,
are we doing here?
generational for sure.
All right.
We know this.
All right. Who's the All-Star?
I'll give it to Scoot. You seen that suit?
Yo, you seen the suit? Come on, that
Hey.
screams all-star. Yeah, Scoot's the all-star.
And he been in the league already, so he kind
It's the
of
grills for me, man. All-star him for sure. All right, borderline star.
I'll give it to him, man. I think he's gonna show us flashes of stuff that people weren't really expecting. So, it'll be something on the cusp.
Gradey Dick is the answer.
He's not even on the list.
Doesn't matter, bro. Talking about outfits. You saw the Dorothy Red repping Kansas. Come on.
You're right. He's an alternate.
I'm dead. So who's the bust?
And I guess the bust. I don't want to say it, but we're just gonna have to give it to Brandon.
Damn.
This is a Brandon Miller slander podcast.
Brandon slander.
Hate to see it.
It's not even his fault, man. He got drafted by the Hornets. It's not gonna work out. We know this.
Oh yeah, right. Shout out MJ.
Easy.
Here we go. All right, that was it. That was episode 2. This was great. Great talking to you, Adam. I'm excited to see what happens this summer in the NBA.
You too, man. Always good talking draft, but I feel like it's just begun. We still got so much more drama left, so stay tuned.
Let's get it. For all you watchers out there, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to Whistle. That's where we're going to be at. Peace.